Conversations with God by Neale Donald Walsch. You guys know the drill. So Neale asks God, why did you create two sexes? Was this the only way you could figure out for us to create? How should we deal with this incredible experience called sexuality? And God responds, not with shame, for sure, and not with guilt, and not with fear. For shame is not virtue, and guilt is not goodness, and fear is not honor. And not with lust, for lust is not passion, and not with abandon, for abandon is not freedom, and not with aggressiveness, for aggressiveness is not eagerness. And obviously not with ideas of control or power or domination, for these have nothing to do with love. But may sex be used for purposes of simple personal gratification? The surprising answer is yes, because personal gratification is just another word for self-love. Personal gratification has gotten a bad rap through the years, which is the main reason so much guilt is attached to sex. You are told you are not to use for personal gratification something which is intensely personally gratifying. This obvious contradiction is apparent to you, but you don't know where to go with the conclusion. So you decide that if you feel guilty about how good you feel during and after sex, this will at least make it all right. It's not unlike the famous singer you all know, whom I will not name here, who receives millions of dollars for singing her songs. Asked to comment on her incredible success and the riches it has brought her, she said, I feel almost guilty because I love doing this so much. The implication is clear. If it's something you love doing, you should not also be rewarded additionally with money. Most people earn money by doing something that they hate, or something that is at least hard work, not endless joy. So the world's message is, if you feel negatively about it, then you can enjoy it. Guilt is often used by you in your attempt to feel bad about something you feel good about, and thus reconcile yourself with God, who you think does not want you to feel good about anything. You are especially not to feel good about joys of the body, and absolutely not about, as your grandmother used to whisper, sex. S-E-X. Well, the good news is, it's all right to love sex. It's also all right to love self. In fact, it's mandatory. What does not serve you is to become addicted to sex or anything else. But it is okay to fall in love with it. Practice saying this 10 times each day. I love sex. Practice saying this 10 times. I love money. Now, you want a really tough one? Try saying this 10 times. I love me. Here are some other things you are not supposed to love. Practice loving them. Power, glory, fame, success, winning. Want some more? Try these. You should really feel guilty if you love these. The adulation of others, being better, having more, knowing how and knowing why. Have you had enough? Wait, here's the ultimate guilt. You should feel the ultimate guilt if you feel that you know God. Isn't that interesting? All through your life, you have been made to feel guilty about the things you most want. Yet, I tell you this, love the things that you desire, for your love of them draws them to you. These things are the stuff of life. When you love them, you love life. When you declare that you desire them, you announce that you choose all the good that life has to offer. So choose sex, all the sex that you can get, and choose power, all the power that you can muster, and choose fame, all the fame that you can attain, and choose success, all the success that you can achieve, and choose winning all the winning that you can experience. Yet do not choose sex instead of love, but as celebration of it. And do not choose power over, but power with. And do not choose fame as an end in itself, but as a means to a larger end. And do not choose success at the expense of others, but as a tool with which to assist others. And do not choose winning at any cost, but winning that costs others nothing, and even bring them gain as well. Go ahead and choose the adulation of others, but see all others as being upon which you can shower adulation, and do it. Go ahead and choose being better, but not better than others, rather better than you were before. Go ahead and choose having more, but only so that you have more to give. And yes, choose knowing how and knowing why, so that you can share all knowledge with others. And by all means, choose to know God. In fact, choose this first, and all else will follow. All of your life you have been taught that it is better to give than to receive, yet you cannot give what you do not have. This is why self-gratification is so important, and why it is so unfortunate that it has come to sound so ugly. Obviously, self-gratification at the expense of others is not what we're talking about here. This is not about ignoring the needs of others, yet life should also not have to be about ignoring your own needs. Give yourself abundant pleasure, and you will have abundant pleasure to give. The masters of tantric sex know this. That's why they encourage masturbation, which some of you actually call a sin. Neil says, masturbation? Oh boy. You have really stretched the limit here. How can you bring up something like this? How can you even say it in a message that's supposed to be coming from God? I'm sure that's a response many people are going to have here. Someone even went so far to say previously when I spoke about sex, this is clearly coming from the devil. Whoa. Anyway, God says, I see you have a judgment about masturbation. Well, I don't. But a lot of readers might, and I thought you said we were producing this book for other people to read. God says we are. Then why are you deliberately offending them? God says, I am not deliberately offending anyone. People are free to be offended or not, as they choose. Yet, do you really think it is going to be possible for us to candidly and openly talk about human sexuality without someone choosing to be offended? Is that your choice? And if so, maybe you should go back and listen to the video again and again. Because if God is all, and all is one, and we are the creation of God, and we are aspects of God, and we create through the beautiful pleasure of love and sex, is it really so difficult that God should know about sex, all about it? No more than the men who have created the religions who told us that we should have shame about it, or the communities, the cultures who have projected that onto us. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Did you learn something today? How do you feel about this message from God?